Hello, I am Koreina Cat, and this is Final Fantasy XIV Main Scenario Quest Playthrough. Yes, this is my character, Xalia Moors. The last video was sad, go watch it. Have you a moment, Xalia? I believe Yida wished a word with you? I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Minbrida's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, last video was really sad, so. Hey, it's Xalia! Great! Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just so hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago. It's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and, well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at Wraithfrost. Pretty sure she's over here somewhere. Yep. What can I do for you today, adventurer? Eldritch trinket to trade? No. I'm here for the moon daisy for Yida. They've got you running errands now? Them scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Sending the savior of Eorzea to the bleeding market. Fine use of your time, that is. Seriously, though, you best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking about the chocobo stables next. Anyway, what was it you were here to pick up? The moon daisy, was it? Here, then. Take it. Until that Yida lass, I've got a wide selection of headwear in stock if she ever decides to replace that dowdy old mask of hers. God knows she needs to. Do you have a heart?
Sorry.
I'm guessing not. Sounds about right.
I see you met Rowena. Judging by the expression on your face, I see you met Rowena.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Oh, just wait till you see the man who Whose heart she captured?
Oh no.
Oh my yes.
Oh no. I didn't even realize there was a giant crystal tree here.
Yeah.
Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says it again. And then again. And then again. It drives me crazy. What I mean to say is I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Moon daisies are often hung to rafters, trees, or other elevated locations to represent the celestial body when performing holy rituals to the goddess Menfina during daylight hours. Moonbreeda loved these things, you know? I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello, can you hear me? We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Midgarstormer, what did you do?
Nothing. God.
Speak so slowly.
My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbreeda's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Kurthus will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report. The envoy is here.
I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forgo the usual pleasantries if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians? Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Amaric himself sallied forth with a contingent of the Temple Knights and several companies of noble houses finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault.
You paint a grim picture, my lady. It is reinforcements you seek, then.
We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Amaric would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid.
Very well. I shall depart for Kurthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence.
It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the grand companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the head of the grand companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Amaric's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Midgard-Stormer and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well.
It would seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Ixalia.
Okay.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Well, that's not good.
Oh my, no.
I guess when they were speaking of the wards around Ishgard, I didn't realize it was just a straight up force field bubble.
Yeah.
Alphino, are you prepared for the weather here? No, you are not.
It seems I was swifter, Ixalia. You too, however, have arrived with time to spare. Our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot.
I mean, like, how early did we get here? Because, you know... Yes!
The gates of judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. If our first line of defense can be so easily shattered...
Oh my god, a woman. Heretic scum! How dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. It's a woman and she's racist. Actually, I guess they're not a race, but still.
Close enough. We need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine.
Oh. Why you gotta make me feel things? Oh.
When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones.
I'm pretty sure that was also a woman.
Oh. Good for her. So it seemed the heretic struck the first, and most telling blow against Ishgard.
Scions! We expected you at Camp Dragonhead.
My apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates, and thought it prudent to investigate the cause.
Then you have learned of the heretic's treachery? Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders, and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more back at the camp. Sir Americ awaits you.
Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we were bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Harsherfont will know where Sir Emmerich means to receive us.
I mean, probably in the same place he's been receiving us, but whatever. Don't let me ask questions. Woo. 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 Woo.
'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misto could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flame of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived, and would treat with you in the intercessory.
I was not muted for that. Anyway, yeah, Alphino, it's almost like he only meets us in the same spot every time, but it's fine.
Saxon Gut. Greetings, madam. Oh,
Poor guy. Oh, shit.
I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffices to say, Lady Ishgard and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are but recently returned from the Gates of Judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Estinian.
For what? Huh? That's not a Stinian, you oh.
May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lance, Estinian is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. So, you are the adventurer of whom they spoke? I see now why my blood fair sang in anticipation of our meeting. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I will share with you what we have learned of Ishgard's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. It would seem that Lady Ishgard and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg? One of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Haldreth, the beast is said to have terrorized Kurthus since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldreth plucked from the bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor.
So first I had a crystal lady in my head telling me stuff, and now I have a dragon in my head.
Tell no one. And the eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is... What? Oh.
Nothing. Continue.
It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, the dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. That is especially true of the great worms. They who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress as it seemed fit to render Ishgard's protections. It is a weakness that the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem. You have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander. Yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. We really need allies. This much I expected. This much I expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Kurthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garlean's arrival, that is. For you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Kurthus. They would not even have to draw steel. An imperial province sharing a border with Mordona. 7 hells. Very well, we will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar, allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the Eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Fear not. I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you, and the Eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Then the worm who roared. Was Nidhogg. Aye. He means to hurl his horde against Denethan's collar, and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt. The worm has summoned his minions to war. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, the desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Emmerich was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed.
You know, we're like right in front of him, right? Like, he probably heard everything you just said.
I did, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
As did I.
God damn it.
If we're to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make a report to the antecedent.
Of course we do. Anyway, just let me just strut out of here. Boy, it's cold. Yay. Pray return to the antecedent. I was gonna look at something real quick. Oh, yeah. I want to change my name. There we go.
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support, I leave to Alphino. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. Oh, shit. I would also have you consider the matter of your own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Kurthus. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slaffborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. But before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataru accompany you? She's a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Oh, Tataru. Volunteer Dragonslayers is what it's called.
Normally I'd be opposed, but I'm in.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, Tataru, would you like to join me? We are rather close to Karthus, aren't we? We'd best see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for that for any eventuality. Let's go, Xaeus. I have 101 things to discuss with Slaffborn. Run to run. Oh, ba-boo, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. And so I'd like you to spread the word to the settlers and adventurers in town.
I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Kurthus, then the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I am certain headquarters will say the same. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at this siege. That said, each adventurer is, of course, free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of the more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms.
Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Route, yeah, no, that's right. Okay. Onwards! It just moves further inland. Got it. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. That is the unfortunate. Damn. Oh, hi, Real. How's it going, buddy?
Hi, Xaeus. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to the scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilred was there with the Fourth that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since. Have you?
The processing plant, so the
Wilred from Alamigo.
Yeah, no, I know who he's talking about. I'm trying to remember. He's saying the scuffle with the stuff at the processing plant, so the stuff that we had, like, just done?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that was the last time I've seen him. That was it. Just that, yep.
God damn it. I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilred stopped turning up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from our vault in Uldar. So now, of course, half the brave suspect the lad are making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Wilred's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And then, and this is just between you and me, mind, there's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer something strange he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Aye. There's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on. And I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wilred. Any road. You've got a war to wage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Xaeus.
Smart. Tell somebody. So that way if stuff starts, if you go missing, now I know there is something fishy going on, right? Oh, look at Tataru. Attention, adventurers! Ishgard is in peril and has need of heroes! If you've ever dreamed of battling a Dravanian, then now is your chance!
I love Zaru.
She's great. Adventurous Frontier Hand. Hello.
So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of the siege, those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards.
Why is he talking like that?
The world may never know. The staff, though. What the hell is this staff?
Oh yeah, it comes to life if he like equips it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I've pledged myself to guard Revenant's toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do? What to do? Okay, bye.
Just walk right on through me, that's fine.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Why are you laughing at me? You're a dragon! Oh. 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 Anyway.
So be blamed for the Ishgard. Welcome, dragons. Fish and blood. But I've slain my fair share of requirements, good and whatnot. I worked for one of them as before, you know. Wash me like a bloody orky dead, so I'd put up with worse than that for a heavy puss.
Well, was that man eating something? Me? Oh god, I broke like every lower bone of my body.
It looks like your head like snapped back when you hit the ground.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh.
Yeah. You're a baby.
I know, right? Volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. 'Twas to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of an adventurer in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. Good day to you, madam.
He had weirdly proportioned body.
The skeleton body?
Yeah. I think it's because his face looked so young.
Oh. I should have done a baby voice.
What are you looking at, madam?
You should have done the baby voice.
Never.
There you are, Xaeus. So, did you sway any hearts? The opposite direction, I believe, but you know. One, maybe? I don't know what that one man said, to be honest. We'll pencil him in for a hard maybe. One or two, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slafsborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say one Revenant's Toll veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least. I mean, sure. Let's see. How far... I'm probably gonna end this one here. Only because I don't know how long the quest is, and with my luck, it'll be an hour long. So, with that, I guess
I live here now.
It does. Good job, Midgard Stormer. Anyway, with that, I will see you next time on Final Fantasy XIV Main Scenario Quest Playthrough. Yes. Bye-bye.